is not true. That is so not true. Oh my god, this video is really like I didn't prepare anything, but okay. As you see, I got a 5-star, but I lost my 50-50, and this is the first time ever that I get kitching by pulling on a banner. I wanted kitching for so long, and I only got her when they gave her to us a couple of patches ago. Basically, they told us to choose a 5-star, like a standard 5-star. That's how I got kitching, and the first time I get kitching is by losing my 50-50 while pulling for Lolly. So, on this session, I lost my 50-50, and afterwards, Lolly was like guaranteed. So, 4 wishes after this pulling session, I got Lolly. Okay. It's possible that I seem very confused during this video because, you guys, my allergies and my asthma are flaring up. It is crazy. I don't know if you can hear it while I whisper, but like if I were to talk normally, you can hear that, like, you know, I'm a little bit sick, even though it's just like allergies and asthma. Anyways, so wait, I was saying what we were gonna go into today, yeah. So basically, there's this 5 minutes pulling session where I do not get Lolly, but I lose my 50-50, and then there's the farming session for Lolly. But today, yes, we're gonna ramble for sure. I've got my cozy setup on, as in the little lights, like the yellow lights, not the big lights, and I have got my curtains open still, even though it's at night, but it's snowing and it's so beautiful outside, so I'm watching the snow at the same time I'm recording, and it's like very cozy all around. So yeah, I'm in my cozy jammies and everything, so we're like all set up for a very relaxing yapping section. But I have to I forget the word in English, but I have to warn you. Basically, during this video we're going to talk about the Archon Quest, and I've completed it yesterday, so we're gonna talk about that. So it's possible, well, it's not possible, there are going to be spoilers, a lot of them. So if you haven't completed the quest yet, or you're still in the middle, whatever, do not watch this video. Like, stop right now, like, leave, it's totally fine. Go watch another video, or a Netflix show, or an anime, or another one of my videos, but do not watch this video if you have not completed Natlan's Archon Quest. Okay, so basically, I usually do not like to rush completing Archon Quests in Genshin Impact. Usually, I let like an entire, like, I don't know, 3 months or something, like pass before I jump into the quest and complete it. But this time, you guys, these spoilers are just, they're everywhere, and I saw spoilers about how the sky kind of blew up due to like Mawika's strength when she was trying to fight guys, the last spoiler I saw that made me say, fuck it, I'm going to freaking complete this quest right now, was the fact that Capitano dies. That spoiler absolutely broke me because I wasn't part of the people who wanted to pull for him, but I was part of the people who believed he was going to be playable, and I was part of the people who liked his design, and who wanted to know what was hiding under the mask, and I've been robbed of that chance. So, you guys, that quest had me, I wouldn't say that it had me sobbing, because that's not true, but I was so freaking sad, and I gasped 1,000 times, and I sighed like 1,000,000 times, and like, what the fuck? Like, really, I thought, I don't even know, you guys, what I thought, but it's more like, I thought we were going to have to make a choice, basically, where, like, I don't know, we'd have to choose between Mawika or Capitano, or like, where we would have to, like, choose between, the noses and saving someone. I don't know, like, I don't know what I was expecting, and it was a crazy good Archon quest. Like, really, I think if I had to choose, I'd say this one is my favorite. Like, believe me, I still have some trouble with Natlan. I had a very, not necessarily negative opinion about it, but I had my, what's the expression in English? I had my qualms with Natlan. Like, I had my issues with Natlan, okay? But it's super weird to say, but the Natlan Archon Quest is my favorite one, and I think Mawika is definitely my favorite Archon. Like, yeah, definitely, she's my favorite Archon in a sense where she doesn't try to be above her people. Yeah, like, she doesn't try to be above her people, and she still knows her place, and the fact that, like, she's the leader of a nation and she needs to save her people and everything, but she doesn't see herself as being above them. Granted, her story is very different than the rest of the Archons because she had a life as a human before, whereas I think the rest of them weren't necessarily, but still, like, I think she's my Raiden Shogun, terrorizing your people. I'm looking at you, Verena, trying to deceive the Heavenly Principles, and like granted there was like she wanted to save her people, but still she made one particular person suffer, you know. So we had our fair share of like shady archons, so I felt like Mawiko was going that same path, and I was happy to see that she was not. She was just doing everything she could to save her people. I still need to read and research about how, because that's something I did not understand in the quest, like how she teleported 500 years into the future, and like, you know, like, is she now immortal or whatever? That's something I did not quite grasp. So I wanna look into that. And but her story is also sad because like she had to leave her family. She couldn't see her sister grow up. She couldn't see them like die or be at their side, or like, you know, she missed a lot basically. So that was really sad. And all the warriors that fought alongside her, and all her friends and everything, like, you know, she missed out on a lot of things, but she did it to like save her nation, save her people, and such are the duties of an archon, of a leader, a real leader. Once again, I'm looking at you, Shanti, Rita, Shaka. Anyways, so I think mostly Raider Shogun, to be honest. But anyways, I guess they all had their reasons to do the things they did, but yeah, anyways. So afterwards, I was really scared, because when we went to meet Mawika in Natlan, I was like, oh my god, is Mawika going to die? Like, really? Is she really going to die? And then I had this very weird thought in my head. I felt really stupid because like I knew it was not possible, but I was like, oh my god, maybe I should have completed the quest earlier. Maybe Hoyo first met, what's her name? That witch lady. What's her name? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, what's her name? I forget. The first one. The one that is killed by Raiden. Oh my god, what's her name? Oh my goodness, I can't remember. So the Tsaritsa is like their boss. Then this one was... What was her name? I only have the visionary in mind. Oh my god. Okay, so I paused the recording real quick to look it up, and at the same time there's a dog barking, so... but yeah, it's La Signora. Okay, I thought I was going crazy. So, La Signora, the fact that, you know, the way she acted, the way, like, I don't know, her personality and everything, I didn't have a good impression of her. And then, I don't really like Child, to be honest. He's very cringy. I don't like him at all. And then you have Arlecchino, who is kind of like scary. I don't trust her. Like, I really don't trust her at all. Like, yeah, she helped in certain situations and everything, but I really don't trust her. And then we meet Capitano, and oh no, and then you have that tiny guy, what's his name? Wanderer. I don't remember his Fatui name. Wanderer. What was his name before? I don't remember. Anyways. So him, he was, and in my opinion still has, the worst personality ever. And then we meet Capitano, and at first you don't trust him. You think he's up to no good, and then he's just like such a kind soul, and oh my god, like, he sacrificed himself for an entire nation, and I get his stories, but oh my god, he's such a kind soul. He did not want to let those, like, the souls of the people, like, that were his men or people that he met or whatever, he was just me or everyone else, but I grew attached to his character. Like, I really liked his character. And even though at first I thought I wouldn't, or that at least I would be indifferent to him, you know. But yeah. I don't even know what to say more than that. It's just that the quest, I think, broke me, like, completely. Like, what the hell? You know? Oh gosh. Anyways. But I was surprised that it came to an end so quickly. I would have thought it would have gone on for longer. A couple of patches at least, a couple more patches at least, but no, and I guess there wasn't much to add to it. To be honest, it was perfect the way it was. And the only thing I have to say, it was weird to have Kinich and Yansan not voiced. Like, but Kinich didn't have many voice lines, and granted, he's not a character that speaks that much anyways, like, it's in his personality. But I felt like Yansan had a lot of dialogue for a character that was not voiced over. And yeah, it was a little sad for them not to be voiced over, but I do understand the reasons and what has been happening, and yeah, I think the fact that some voice actors, even Lumine was not voiced this time, even though she had some lines, but I do understand why some voice actors are not like voicing characters for certain like projects and stuff. So yeah, it was just a little weird to have that. Anyways, but yeah, I have a question for a couple of you guys, because having interacted with some of you in the comments before, I know that a couple of you were saving for Capitano. How are you guys feeling? I'm so sorry for you guys, like, really, because I think some people have been saving for months, some have even been saving for years for Capitano, and believe me, I'm not laughing out of mockery, I'm laughing out of, like, despair. And like, you know, you believe in a character you think is going to be playable, you see leaks about their models and leaks about how they're supposed to be playable in this or that patch, you get attached to them because through the quest, I'm telling you, Capitano was incredible. And then all of a sudden, they cut the grass under your feet. I know the expression exists in French. I don't know if it exists in English, but you know what I mean. So, yeah. And talking about French, you know what? This video was actually supposed to be in French. It was supposed to be a learn French with Genshin Impact video, and then I completed the quest last night, and I was like, nope, this video ain't going to be in French. you watched Game of Thrones when it was airing, and you had a favorite character, then you knew not to get attached because you knew he was going or they were going to get killed. So this brings back that kind of trauma, like, oh yo, what are you doing? Are you George R.R. Martin? Like, what are you doing, you know? Is he the one who wrote the Natlan Quest? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, there's no comparison, obviously, because, like, Game of Thrones is an entire other level, but of, like, writing and everything, but still, please, why is Capitano dead? Like, I cannot accept that. At this point, this video is mainly me speechless because Capitano is not going to be playable. Really, but I just really, it breaks me when any sort of game, series, whatever, book makes you like a character and then they sacrifice them. Like, no, I've got enough trauma from books and TV shows where people do that, like authors and film directors and whatever do that, so please, not in Genshin Impact. He deserved better. He really deserved better. Like, the whole thing made the quest really good, not going to lie. The whole thing really made the quest what it is. But maybe another outcome would have made it even better and would have satisfied so many players. But yeah, my thoughts go to all of you guys who were hoping he'd be playable and who were saving for him. I'm pretty sure there is going to be another character worth your pulls and wishes and the money that you put, maybe, or all the effort that you put in game to grind for those primos and wishes. So yeah, there's that as a consolation, I guess. But if you are sad or even angry at the fact that they did not make him playable, I understand. He had a lot of potential as a playable character, but as you can see, my Moika team has no potential yet. Because, yep, Zetlali's dead. Moika is very close to it. I actually did not remember that I had included this part in the video, but oh well. It's really not a team that's ready, but I'm really happy that I got Zetlali because I felt like I was going to be able to play Mawika as a DPS if I did not get Zetlali. I was using her as a sub DPS in a team where it was the exact same team. I only had Risley instead of Zetlali, so Risley was my DPS and Mawika was kind of there as a support, I guess. So it was alright, but you know, I think with Zetlali it's gonna go better. So yeah, especially if I want Mawika as a DPS, and it's really what I want because I don't think I have a pyro DPS. Like, sure, I have Yuimiya, but I can't play Yuimiya without Zhongli. And in terms of building teams, I like, sure, I don't complete the Abyss often. I don't go into the Abyss often unless I need the Primo Gems, but I like to build my teams thinking about the Abyss, you know. So obviously my Navia team is already all set, ready to go into the Abyss, deals a lot of damage, survives and everything. Which means that if I am to build a second team for the Abyss, I definitely cannot think she hops on the motorcycle, and then you have a couple of seconds where if you click back on the ability, she dismounts, or she hops off.